The Saga of the Haunted Toenail from the Abyss. Yo, my people, gather round, because I'm about to unleash a tale so unhinged, it'll make you side-eye your own feet for the rest of your life. If you thought my belly button was a traitor, let me introduce you to the ultimate backstabber of my existence, my big toenail. This wasn't just a nail, it was a demonic entity, a gremlin from the depths of hell, hell-bent on ruining my love life, my social cred, and my freaking will to live. Buckle up, because this story is so nasty, you'll be scrubbing your toes with holy water by the end. It all kicked off on a random Tuesday. I'm just your average 27-year-old dude, vibing in my chaotic apartment, living the sweatpants and instant noodles lifestyle. That day, I'm chilling on the couch, binge-watching some trashy reality show, when I decide to give my feet some love. You know, clip my toenails, pretend I'm a functioning adult. I grab the nail clippers and go to town on my big toe, but something's off. The nail feels thicker than usual, like I'm cutting through a piece of cardboard. I shrug it off, thinking, probably just grew weird. Feet are gross anyway. But then I notice it. My big toenail isn't just thick, it's yellow, crusty, and smells like a mix of expired cheese and a gym locker left to rot. I gag, drop the clippers, and yell, "What in the name of Satan is this?" It's not a toenail anymore. It's a cursed artifact, something you'd find in a haunted museum labeled "Do Not Touch." I try to ignore it, but deep down, I know. My toenail is plotting my downfall. The toenail turns into a horror movie villain. Over the next few days, I become hyper-aware of my toe. It's not just ugly, it's evil. Every time I take off my socks, the nail seems to stare at me, like it's saying, "You're screwed, bro." It starts flaking, leaving little yellow crumbs in my socks that look like toxic dandruff. And the smell? Oh Lord, it's not just bad, it's weaponized. I'm talking clear the room in seconds levels of funk. My dog, Muffin, who usually sniffs everything, takes one whiff of my foot and bolts like he saw a ghost. I try to keep it under wraps, double-socking my feet like I'm hiding a war crime. But the toenail isn't done with me. It starts itching. Not a normal itch, but a deep, demonic tickle that makes me want to saw my toe off. I'm scratching through my socks in public, looking like a total weirdo. My best friend Jake catches me and goes, "Dude, you got foot fleas or what? Your toe's stinking up the whole zip code." I laugh it off, but inside I'm screaming, "Toenail! Why you do me like this?" The toenail ruins my shot at love. So I've been texting this girl, Mia, who's basically a 10-10 goddess. I met on Tinder. After weeks of smooth talking, she agrees to a date at her place. Movie night, pizza, the whole vibe. I'm hyped, thinking, this is it, I'm gonna lock this down. I shower, slap on some cologne, and wear my freshest sneakers. But I make one fatal mistake. I wear sandals to keep it casual. Big, freaking mistake. Halfway through the movie, Mia suggests we kick off our shoes and get comfy on the couch. I'm like, cool, but my heart's racing because I know what's coming. The second I slip off my sandals, the room fills with the stench of my haunted toenail, like a skunk died in a microwave. Mia's face goes from flirty smile to I'm about to puke in 0.2 seconds. She tries to play it off, but I see her inching away, holding her nose like she's in a gas chamber. Then the final blow. My toenail, that crusty bastard, decides to flake right onto her couch. A yellow shard of pure evil lands on her pristine white cushion, and Mia spots it. She stares, horrified, and whispers, "Is that from your foot?" I panic, stammering, no, it's, popcorn dust." Popcorn dust? I want to die. Mia politely wraps up the date early, and I leave with my tail between my legs, knowing my toenail just yeeted my love life into the void. The quest to slay the toenail demon, I'm done letting this toenail run my life. I hit Google like I'm auditioning for CSI, searching yellow toenail, stinky foot, and Is my toe possessed? The internet says it's probably toenail fungus, caused by sweat, tight shoes, or some microscopic gremlin living in my nail. But I'm convinced it's more than that. This nail is straight up cursed. I try home remedies, soaking my foot in vinegar, smells like a pickle factory, rubbing it with garlic, now it smells like fungus and garlic bread, even praying to the foot gods. Nothing works. The nail just gets crustier, the smell gets deadlier. I limp to a podiatrist, spilling my soul. Doc, my toenail's the Antichrist. It's yellow, flaky, and smells like a landfill orgy. The doc raises an eyebrow, examines my toe, and says, Yup, fungal infection. Take some pills, use this cream, keep it dry. Keep it dry? My foot's a swamp, and this nail's thriving like a supervillain. I leave with a prescription, but I'm not convinced. This isn't just fungus. It's a demon with a vendetta. The shaman of the streets saves the day. Out of options, I track down Uncle Tito, a sketchy healer who hangs out at the local flea market, selling charms and cursed object cleanses. I tell him everything. Tito, my toenail's got a demon. It's sabotaging my dates and smells like death. He nods sagely, lights some sage, and mutters, This nail's haunted by a foot spirit. In a past life, you stepped on a sacred sandal. Us? I'm like, bruh, really? But I'm desperate, so I let him do his thing. He sprinkles glitter on my toe. Yes, glitter. Chants some gibberish, and gives me a blessed sock to wear. Spoiler, it does jack squat, except now my toe sparkles like a disco ball. Finally, I call my sister Lisa, a nurse who's dealt with grosser stuff than my toe. She laughs so hard she cries, then says, You've got a nasty fungal infection, but you're half-assing it. Take the pills religiously, soak your foot out in antifungal wash, and stop wearing those rank sneakers. They're a fungus hotel. Turns out, my favorite kicks, which I've worn since college, were the real culprits, breeding a fungal empire in my toenail. The toenail exorcism boot camp Lisa hooks me up with a toenail purge regimen, antifungal pills, medicated foot soaks, and a strict no closed-toe shoes policy. I treat my toe like it's in witness protection, soaking it twice a day, slathering it with cream, and wearing flip-flops like a beach bum. I even buy a magnifying glass to inspect my nail, making sure no fungus dares to regroup. To kill the smell, I ditch spicy food, coffee, and even my beloved beef jerky. Lisa says it feeds the funk. The first month, I live like a foot monk. No sneakers, no socks, no scratching my toe. One time, I slip up and wear an old gym sock, and the nail flares up like a zombie apocalypse. I scream, Toenail, you're not winning this! But I stay strong. I meditate. I burn my old sneakers in a backyard cleansing ritual, and I whisper apologies to my toe for years of neglect. After 2 months, a miracle. My toenail is normal, pink, smooth, and odor-free. I'm basically the Dalai Lama of toes now. Victory lap. I'm the toenail overlord. I'm stoked to declare I've vanquished the haunted toenail. I rock flip-flops with pride, pamper my feet like they're royalty, and no longer fear toe funk attacks. Jake stops calling me Stinky Foot, and Mia, who I ran into at a cafe, says I seem less sketchy now. She doesn't know I battled a fungal Mordor to get here. A PSA from your toenail warrior. If your toenail's turning on you, don't wait. Hit me up, and I'll drop my Toe Ninja antifungal hacks and the ultimate guide to ditching crusty sneakers, the true enemy of toes. If you're a sneakerhead, check your nails now, or they'll morph into fungal overlords like mine. I can't promise your toes will smell like candy, but I swear you won't get dumped because of a rogue nail. When I say I get the agony of a cursed toe, I mean it.